All right, howdy everybody. I was asked to clarify what the difference in the wording or the questioning. What do they mean when they ask like B and C on this problem? So I pulled in the problem and then I pulled in my answer key from before. Okay, so one thing that before I jump into this, one thing that I want to clarify, it could be, say I've got. Okay, let me think about I'm just now thinking about this. Say we're looking at, I would do this with our classroom or something, and we would talk about who has dogs and who has cats. Okay, so let's call this one, I'm going to use my family, and we're going to say who has, we'll say, the girls, the women in our family, and those people who have dogs. Okay, and so in my family, my dad, let me pick a new color. My dad is not a girl and he does not have a dog, so my dad goes out here. My mom is a girl, but she does not have a dog. I'm the oldest. I am a girl, I do not have a dog. My sister is next. She has she's a girl and she has a dog. And then my brother, he's a boy, he's not a girl, and he has a dog. My next brother is a boy and does not have a dog. And then my youngest brother, so it's me and my sister is married, so that's Laura, then it's Thomas, Dan, and Mike. So Thomas, Dan, and Laura all have dogs, and Mike and I do not. So if we were going to do this sort of scenario, we could pull in their spouses and kids, but we're just going to work with that. So if I want to say, list the elements of the set, say where girls intersect, not dog. Okay, listing the elements, that means that it's gonna have mom and it's gonna have me. Okay, if I say what's the number of elements in that, then I'm gonna be, there's two elements that are in that. That's this right over here. Okay, so that's the difference between listing the elements and then telling me the number of elements in a particular set right here. So there were two in that particular set. So I could continue to list out the number of things. I could say, okay, let's see, find the number of elements in not dogs. Okay, well that would be everything outside of the dog world. Okay, if I list them, then that's mom, dad, me, and my brother Mike. If I like dogs, I just am not home enough. So if I were to say, we could have done chickens. My brother and my sister each have chickens. That's funny. Okay, so if I were to say not dogs, then there's the number of people. There's one. My dad is one. Here, I'll highlight again. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So when it comes to the number of people that are not dogs, that would be 4. So that's kind of the difference here. What gets confusing in this particular problem is that our elements are numbers. And so it's hard to say, okay, these things in here that I wrote out, they're not so much a value like that we need to get added together. It's that's where the number 2 belongs. Just like down here, that's where Miss Kosh belongs. That's where my mom belongs. That's where, whatever. So don't think of these as values that need to be added up. So when I say list the elements of X intersect Y, what we're looking at here is X intersecting Y. There are 2 elements in there, and those elements are the element 6 and the element 12. When I say find the elements, and that was that B1. When I say list the elements in X intersect not Y. Okay, so that means it's everything outside of Y that's also in X. So it's this little crescent shape here. So I see 2, 4, 8, 10, and 14. So those are the numbers, those are the elements of that set, so I list them out. If they were to say find the number of elements in X intersect Y, the answer would be 2. If they were to say find the number of elements in X intersect not Y, the answer would be, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. Okay, so find the number of elements in the complement of that Well, I did the wrong thing on part C. I listed them out, so find the number, my bad, my mistake on that. That doesn't help you understanding. So find the number of elements in the complement of X union Y, so it's X union Y naught. Well, X union Y naught is these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements, and so the answer should have been the number 5, even though 5 is an element. Hopefully that clears things up, talking about the difference between the number of elements and then what the elements actually are. I hope my family example was helpful. Let me know if there are more questions.